We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line from both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment, moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, set.
Now Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 64 yards. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's complete. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, now McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Royal. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, it's Brady. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's caught by Crabtree for a Dolphins touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now Sanders. A beautiful fake. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Sanders shaking and baking. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. discuss Michael Crabtree. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Now a play fake. Brady. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass in his first half. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. To the air with McCarthy. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline and flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's complete. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get him 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's McCarthy. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's caught by Tucker. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Fast footwork by Sanders. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Powerful running. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Crabtree. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Sanchez set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. And running with power here.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Michael Crabtree and company now heading back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Expensive the racks on the camouflage bills. Come on, set.
Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Time to discuss Michael Crabtree. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line. Let's go. Go.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Nolan Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Sanders shaking and baking.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now Montgomery running right. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
69.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's loose again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A give running right, Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.